Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It is White Rice Wednesday, and it's time for my Survivor recap. So to recap, they're basically dealing with the fact that because of the medevac last week, there was no tribal council, and Josh likes that because that means that he gets another day in the game. It's one of those complicated feelings that, of course, you feel sorry for the person that got medevac. Nobody wants to leave the game via medevac, and you genuinely want them to be safe, want them to be okay, take care of themselves, but at the same time, you feel like, woohoo, I don't get to have a tribal council tonight. I get to live another day. It's like complicated feelings, many complicated feelings you'll feel on Survivor. So, it's the merge, not merge. What basically is going to happen is that they go into the immunity challenge and there'll be 6 that win, 6 that don't. The 6 that do win will get the merge buffs first, and they can vote at tribal council, but they can't be voted for. So the losing 6 would, And again, there's some people that are very under the radar, and I think it's because of the edit. Like, I don't even know some of the people's names. And I think that's like, what? I'm already in the we're already at the merge this season, and I don't even know some of the people's names. That's like so sad. And again, the people that really stand out to me is Carson. Carson, I give you credit. He gave a play-by-play on who has an idol, who has an advantage, etc. And I'm not going to go into Carson because everybody knows from my past videos I love Carson. And Carolyn's dealing with something that I can relate to. People not really listening to her or hearing her, or basically not taking what she says seriously. And when you have autism like me, people look down upon you, yes, but they also, like, if something's wrong with you, they think, oh, they're just being dramatic, or oh, they don't really believe you. That's what I'm saying. So we get to the merge, and it's all rainbows and unicorns until, like, hi, how are you all? Nice to meet you. And it's like, game time. So the immunity challenge was interesting. I'm surprised nobody broke any bones, because they had to move this boulder that, I swear to God, looked like a oversized gumball on steroids. They had to push this ball through this obstacle, get it to a certain point, and then they had to do one of those cool Survivor puzzles. This time it was the tree. I know the Survivor puzzle app that I do, it's practicing the fire puzzle. So it's kind of similar in how it's set up. Like, it's supposed to be very difficult, and it was neck and neck the whole time. And it ended up being, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because there was a lot going on tonight and I was a little distracted, but the people that are vulnerable tonight are Heidi, Danny, Jam Jam, Josh, there's another girl on there. I don't remember her name. And there's one other person I'm trying to think of who else. Yeah. So they get back to camp, and the other 6 go on the merge feast, and Carolyn again is dealing with people not taking her seriously. She's trying to warn people that Josh has an idol, and in fact that he made a fake idol from the beads from Cheat Mail. And is it a stupid move? Not necessarily. I give Josh major credit for at least trying. No one could fault a guy for trying. The thing of it is, though, was it smart to make a fake idol? Yes. Was it smart to use the beads that were right from Tree Mail? No. But also too, where are you going to get the material from? So I can maybe understand using maybe one or two or something, but the whole beads from tree mail, I mean, and Carolyn's trying to warn people, and they're just not believing her, taking her seriously. They're all looking at her like, they basically just don't trust her in that sense. Well, I shouldn't even say not trust her. I mean, people don't really see her as a threat, and I feel like Carolyn's going to go far, and then they're going to see, wow, she actually won this game. I definitely see Carolyn winning this game. So the names that were being floated around is Jam Jam. Jam Jam is very likable, and that is a threat nowadays. You can't be too likable, because if you're likable, when the jury comes, they're more than likely going to vote for somebody who they like. And he's very strategic, and Josh was really, really trying hard to throw him under the bus. And oh, I remember the other guy that was on the chopping block that lost was Kane. But Josh was really trying to throw him under the bus and make Jam Jam look bad. And then Jam Jam actually opened his mouth and said he was trying to, I guess, have a conversation with Danny and some other guy in the ocean, figuring out like where the vote's going to be tonight. And I don't even remember what he said. He said something like wanted to know who's going, and they said, oh, we want to wait until the other guys this other 6 come back to have a conversation. And he saw that he potentially fucked up. I don't necessarily think it's a big fuck up. There's been more fuck ups on Survivor than that, so I don't think he has anything to worry about. Then there's Josh. His name came up. Obviously, they don't believe they can trust Josh because of the whole idol thing that I just mentioned. And he's not afraid to make the big moves, and that's dangerous. And Kane's name actually came up, and I don't know why. I didn't even think of, there wasn't even really a good reason why they were going to get rid of Kane. Maybe because he was strategic or something. But at one point, Josh and Jam Jam, they were talking, and they said that, maybe they should join forces to get off Kane. And Jam Jam said, I'm not going to vote with Josh. I might as a last resort. I'm not throwing it off the table, but I'm not going to go with him. And I love the Three Stooges alliance. And that consists of Jam Jam, Caroline, and Carson. And that could be a very dangerous 3. And even Carson said it. Like, we have to keep this on the down low so people don't see that, hey, we're a threesome, because if they see that they're a threesome, they're going to pick them off one by one. Because we know pairs and pairs of 3s are very dangerous in the game Survivor. And they named Three Stooges. I don't want to call them Stooges. I think they're all very likable. I like them. So we get the tribal council, and Carson brings up how trust is so important in the game, and I totally agree with him. Like, you really can't trust anybody out there, because you're all out there for one reason only. And you're all competing against each other. Like, eventually you're going to have to go against your alliance in some shape or form. And I think to a certain point, there needs to be some trust. Like, of course, early on, it's important to build those relationships, so that way you can build that little trust, so that way when you do get to the merge, like, okay, I know this person, I could take them seriously, as opposed to, I don't know what he's talking about, or I don't even know this person, so I'm not going to vote with him. So I think trust is very important, because Carson said something similar to what I just said. You want to go with somebody, like on an important vote like this, you want to be able to reach out to the people that you've built these relationships with and had those conversations, that you feel comfortable and that isn't going to lie to you. And again, at a certain point, they are going to. It's going to be, the alliance is going to break up at some point. But but then you also don't want to go to somebody that you just met, like, because you don't know them very well, so you don't know how unpredictable they are, if they're predictable or what. So yeah, I thought it was going to be a tie at first. Like, it looked nuts, and actually ended up being Josh that gets sent home. And I thought maybe he would be on the jury, but I forgot this is like the non-merge. So now, technically now, we are in the merge. So now whoever gets voted off next week will be the first member of the jury. And, you know, I think they made the right move, but I got to give Josh credit for not being afraid to go out there and make the moves. Like, he wasn't just sitting on his ass out there. Like, he wanted to make big moves, and he wanted to be able to do what everyone else wants to do when the game is Survivor. And I give him major props for at least trying. Like, he found an idol, then he made a fake idol. So yeah, I thought Josh was great. I have nothing against him at all. So comment down below what you thought of the non-merge episode of Survivor. If you guys want to check out Survivor, it is on Wednesdays, 8 p.m. on CBS, or you can watch it live on Paramount Plus. Hope you guys enjoyed my Survivor recap. Until next time, stay regal.